Hey guys, what's going on? How you doing? I hope everything is going well for you. I just thought I'd share right now. In 2026, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on doing with what I have. I've been blessed with a lot of equipment over the years, and so I'm going to try to repurpose some of it. For example, right now I'm focusing on kind of reconfiguring my camera setup in my studio for when I do YouTube videos and everything. So let me show you what I currently use. So currently I use a top-down camera, and that gets the top-down view of my machine. And then I have a side camera that gets a shot of my computer screen. And that's great and everything, but it's a little bit, it takes some time to get things accomplished. Basically, I record both of these things, and they record locally on the cameras themselves. They have some SD cards. But you can also, you're using basically a switching software program. The program is by a company called Mevo. And these are Mevo cameras. And I'm able to switch between the two sources by just using my iPhone sitting to the left of my machine here. And you have the option of not only recording local onto the cameras, but you can record your entire program on your phone. And it works via Bluetooth. The challenge is after you do the recording, if the Bluetooth connection goes bad, when you look at your recording on your phone, the video may stop while the audio keeps going until the connection reestablishes. And you don't know that until after you're in post putting everything together. So what you end up doing is you end up recording everything on one camera, record everything on that camera, then you record the audio on whatever audio interface you're using. Right now I have the Rodecaster, and you sync everything together, and then after you sync it, then you splice, you cut and post A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, and then you continue to do that work. So there's a lot of work after the fact. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to change out these cameras. In addition to these Mevo cameras, I also have a system for my clients, is this Blackmagic system. And it's the Studio HD, and it's basically a switching system. You can switch between various sources here, and it has a little preview screen for a menu and everything. And then I have a hard disk recorder or an SD card recorder. So the output of whatever I select here goes onto there. So what I'm going to do is, I was using this particular device for, recitals and things of that nature. But lately it's just been kind of sitting, collecting dust. So what I'm going to do, again, is I'm going to repurpose my equipment. So I'm going to mount that system into this system to replace what I'm currently using so that I can switch everything and record onto this SD card. So that way I don't have to worry about, although it's not wireless like this system is, the downfall of wireless is that you have the possibility that connection is lost, and you don't find out that it's lost until after the fact. The backup plan is that if you lose the connection, you just use the SD cards from the two cameras. But you got to do that in real time, and so it takes some time. Here, everything is wired, and when I select the different sources, it will automatically record onto this SD card. So 80% of the work is done on the fly when I will do the recording. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and install this into this system right here. So I'm partway through, and what I've done is on either side of my desk, I have these, these keyboard desk stands or whatever that I kind of made them decorative. And what I did was I installed what was in there, which was that Blackmagic ATEM HD TV Studio switcher. And what I have is I have 3 converter boxes. One is for the computer as a source, one is for the second camera as a source, and one's for the first camera as a source. And basically what these do is not only do they clean up the video, but they also, you have various settings on here with dip switches where you can have different resolutions. Right now I'm running 1080p at 2997. And so I have each one of these set to that, and they come out. The sources come into these boxes, and then the output of these sources goes to each one of these selector switches. And when I hit auto mode, it switches between. And then I can even, you know, I can have a black screen, or, you know, I can have, you know, various sources. Like that's one camera. That's my computer screen, which is there. So now when I'm doing any type of sharing of how I'm doing music, you can see the software directly off of my screen. And then you can see, you know, I'll have one angle of me and then another angle of me. So I'm halfway through. I'll let you see what it looks like when I'm totally complete. Because right now, the lab is a mess. It is a mess. But yeah. Hey, once again, I'm starting off this new year with a resolution, and that's basically using what I have to its most potential. Not really watching other folks or other options as far as buying new gear, really maximizing what I have, because I've been blessed immensely. And so I hope to share this with you so that you too can see at the many things that you have that you can really get the most out of. So here's the end of the build. And I basically installed a 2-camera to include a third source, which is my computer, into a switching system that I had laying around. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so here it is. That's the command station, if you will. Once again, I've found these racks, you know, on the internet. And I basically, they're not even racks, they're keyboard stands. But what I did was I installed a Blackmagic system that allows me to switch between different sources. This is my, this is camera, this is a camera, and this is my computer. So as I go up here, I found this little monitor hanging around in the attic, and it's just HDMI. And so what I can do is I can select different sources. So that's one camera angle, and that's coming from that camera right there. And then this is programmed, this is what you'll see, and this is what I've lined up to switch to. So I switched to the second camera, which is right here, which is that camera. Okay? And then the third source is my computer. So now whenever I'm doing any type of, you know, music making or video editing, and I want to share with you guys, I can show you my screen directly. And when I want to talk into the camera, I just pick a side and I talk into it. Or I can talk into, you know, the other side. So that's basically what I did today. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, you know, really look around at what you have. You know, stop looking around at what other people have or what stores are, you know, what's the latest and greatest trend. You know, I'm sure there's some things that do what you need it to do. It might not be the latest and greatest, but I'm sure if you put it to use, you'll be able to get a lot out of it. So once again, thanks for watching. And I'm just sharing with you what I have so that I can get the most out of it. I hope you do the same too. All right. Thanks.
Don't